Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to episode 159 of the Super Weapon Podcast, most overpowered podcast on the internet. It's your boy, Dearest Artist, and as always, I got my co host DC here with me today.
Hey, this is the Bridge Builder Wall Destroyer DC, and we are in the building after I had to pop the hood of that sweet PC, go up under that engine and fine tune some things. We drifted off of a cliff yesterday, but I am back.
Glad
We're
to
back,
have you
baby.
back, man. My guy. You were going through it on Friday, man. You had your first major stream
Stream dookie,
incident, you know.
stream boo boo. I guess is that what we're gonna call it? Oh,
it's
okay.
a rite of passage, as we like to say, man. I'm glad everything's working out for you, though.
Can I give a shout
Um,
out though? Can I give a shout out
yeah,
real quick?
absolutely, for sure.
Hey man, content creator community, stand up, man. Give yourselves a round of applause because every time I have issues, man. Every time I have issues, people come through in a clutch, man. I want to give a special shout out to Built Up, real nice, big homie.
Big build.
He sent me some links to some things that helped me out, going to help me out with the audio. They actually came in, or they're coming in today, which is a great. I want to
Nice.
give a shout out to Krista Sparkles, who was helping me out Friday night, trying to help me through the issues. The content community, man. We stick together, man. We had a lot of people come through. Of course, Darius. Of course, you.
Yeah, yeah,
Of
yeah, yeah,
course,
yeah, yeah,
Beezy come flying through in the clutch. Soon as you have a problem, he's like freaking Batman. He's like, "What is the problem?"
yeah. He shows up on
He
a
was,
ridge somewhere,
yeah. He was
right?
like, he was like, man, how about you just press the power button and don't touch nothing else on your PC? He was like, I've never seen somebody with so many tech issues. I said, Beezy, leave me alone. Okay. I'm coming from a Mac world where, there's issues over there too, but I just
It's much more
you can't.
self-contained over there, Mac.
Yeah, then you
There,
gotta take it to like the Apple store. Like, there's
yeah,
no
yeah.
popping the hood up. You gotta, which is stupid, honestly. Like, you gotta rely on Apple Care and stuff so much. You can't really, troubleshoot and do things like they both have pros and cons. I'm not one of them guys who pick one over the other. They both go and could send you to
Nah,
hell.
but I feel that, man. It goes without saying. Like Apple products are typically a lot more consumer friendly than modern gameplay gaming PCs or just modern PCs in general. And I mean that's why you see a lot of like even like Microsoft products are doing the all the the built the all in one built in computer because it makes it easier for the average person who doesn't do a lot of the stuff that we do on a daily basis when it comes to content creation. But yeah, man, it's great that you were able to get that stuff figured out, straightened out, because it is like we're streamers. Once you have that community of friends and stuff, you it's kind of like all one big happy family. And usually somebody knows the answers to the questions that you have, and you'll never stop having them. So I'm glad you had a smooth reinstall as well, because reformatting a PC, like reinstalling Windows and stuff can be scary sometimes. Like you never know what could happen. But I'm glad you're back. I'm glad we're back on this
And
lovely
one
Sunday, man.
and one quick story for that too,
Yeah.
right? So I'm just gonna say this: Windows, look at me talking to you. That InSync shit, that OneDrive InSync crap, I don't never turn that on.
No.
It's annoying because it shows all your stuff that's on the cloud. It's weird. It's really weird. Like I was wondering what the hell was going on because I had all these pictures, all this weird stuff was popping up, and come to find out, it was syncing with my OneDrive, and you got to go into settings and like cut that off, and it made my computer,
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
But some people like all their stuff like synced up like that across,
I
but I
mean,
don't
it
see the
works.
purpose.
Yeah, it works. I prefer Google Drive personally.
Oh, my
Um,
package just got here.
you know,
Hey, oh, but anyway, yeah.
I mean, if you can go grab that, man, if you want to. I don't want it to nobody
No, no,
to.
no, no, no. It's
Okay.
just a piece for the computer. It's
Okay.
no big deal. We are recording, man. I
I'm
am
just, hey
pumped.
man, people be stealing, man. That's I don't know,
Oh,
but
it's in a Amazon Hub thing. If they break
oh,
it
oh, you're
there,
good. Okay then. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, like it's interesting. You just you really. I'm glad you're good. We're back in. Screw OneDrive. and I will just say this before we actually get started today. Windows 11 is ghetto. I'm just gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna put it out there. Don't use it. But yeah, so we got some good topics today, man. It's a little bit slow on the news front when it comes to games. We're kind of like post showcase season at this point, so now we're just kind of waiting for games to start to kind of trickle out. We do have Gamescom coming up in August, which is always going to be, it's always a fun time for us to talk about things. There's always some things to get announced there, but man, there's been a lot of like social uproar with all these social media sites. Twitch. They had a TwitchCon Paris is going on right now as well. They announced some actually really interesting updates to the platform that I wanted to talk about today as well, that I think are good for the platform, and that Twitch looks like they're finally starting to get up to speed with a lot of their competition when it comes to discoverability. I mean, of course, it remains to be seen. And them repurposing like VODs and clips, it looks like they're taking aim at like YouTube and TikTok, which in my opinion are the two biggest competitors right now when it comes to content creation. So, but yeah, man, I want to talk about, before we talk about Twitch, I want to talk about all the stuff that was going on with Twitter. All these different social media sites seem like they're just popping them. I really can't keep up with this stuff much anymore, man. Because I don't know about you, but like I'm of the mindset that I'm pretty set with what I have at this point, because it's so much a big job to really kind of keep up with all these new sites that we're trying to pop up and take Twitter's place. Because Twitter had a big fiasco over the last week, where they had a rate limit, which apparently was on accident, but it flustered a bunch of people, and people do this thing. I'm gonna leave Twitter, man. Who's with me? Who's coming with me? And
the grand exodus is what I call
the grand exodus to Blue Sky, and what was the other one? Spill, and I saw
Threads.
Yeah, let's talk about Threads. I haven't looked into it whatsoever. I just know that it's something that Facebook started, right? Because I know you tried it. If you could just give an introduction on it, yeah. Like
let me stand 10 toes down in what I'm about to tell you. I just laid off of Instagram because of the crap that I went through a couple of weeks ago, where they were claiming that I was boosting my account.
Yeah, man, you were in Instagram jail.
Yeah, they said I was boosting my account, and you know what I said to Instagram? Yeah, all of that. Yeah, they got a little bit of all of that, because I said, you know what? And it's crazy because I just got like monetized over there. Like we were to the point of, they kept sending me stuff about monetization and all this stuff. And I'm not a fan of Facebook. I hate Facebook.
Yeah.
I barely hang on to Instagram. And let me be clear, only reason I'm using any social site is to promote Super Weapon Podcast. That's like, I don't post personals on there. You might get a few jokes out of me.
Right.
But when I found out, I did my research, because everybody was like jumping to it, and all of a sudden I noticed Instagram was shoving Threads down my face, and I said, oh, this is a Zuckerberg project, huh? So that was a no for me. That was a no for me immediately.
What is Threads? Let's give our audience, because I don't really know myself.
Twitter, it's Twitter on Instagram. That's all it is. They took Twitter and just made it better and put it on Instagram. Like, say for example, Twitter, you could, unless you're verified, you can only post 2-minute videos. On Threads, you could do like 5 or 6 minutes, something like that. Your number count for posts, how many letters you can post in a post, is like 200, I want to say, on Twitter. On Threads, it's like 500, something like that. Everything is slightly better than what it is on Twitter. Zuckerberg took Twitter, took what everybody wanted, and just implemented it. Now, that's a good thing, right? But I just don't deal with them. And the catch is, what people don't realize is, if you join Threads, right, it links to your IG, right? So it links to your IG. So when you on IG, it posts your threads link, which is weird. But now get this. This is the catch. Let's just say if you don't want to use threads anymore and you want to delete the app or delete it, it deletes your whole Instagram.
Wait, so
I don't think you can separate it from
so let
my
me
understanding.
ask you. So is it its own separate app, or is it just like an extension within
Okay,
Instagram? Because that's funky if that's true.
I see because you don't keep up with Facebook because you know how Facebook and then it's face like it's a messenger, but the messenger is its own app on your phone.
Yes, but it's like an
Have you?
extension of Facebook. Okay.
It seems like it's that from my understanding. Like, now listen up, y'all. Listen up, chat. Listen up, everybody. I just did some loose research. I'm not sure because the reason why, because I can't get into it. Once I found out Zuckerberg was a part of it, I was done. But feel free to correct me if I'm wrong about any of this. I did some research this morning, and this is what I got from my research. But yeah, it seemed like it's an extension, more or less, of Instagram.
So
So
he's doing this thing where he wants you to stay within this. I look at Facebook kind of like the umbrella of Meta's social media hub, and then you have Instagram under that. He's continuously trying to integrate all this stuff into one ecosystem, which I think
I think it's
I think in practice it's a good idea,
mhm.
but when it comes to I think we're in this era now that it's really hard to replace a lot of these social sites that we have. I know back, early 2000s, mid 2010s, it was easier for, social media platforms were like coming and going, a lot easier. But the install base on stuff now is a lot harder to move people over. So I think I looked, earlier today. I saw that it was like maybe 5 or 10 million people had signed up for Threads. I just like you said, like I haven't really seen a lot on whether the juice was worth the squeeze for some people. We both follow a lot of content creators and stuff. So that's where I initially saw a lot of this stuff. Like people were like, "Hey, I'm just gonna go over there and grab my name just in case." But me personally, I just don't ever see as much as people hate Elon and his business practices and stuff. Twitter is just it's embedded so much into social media society right now that I really don't see something toppling it. I mean, even something like Blue Sky tried to come along, and I think the biggest problem with Blue Sky and Spill, that people are just the fact that
Still
there's
don't
like
send
this,
nobody no damn invites. Thanks,
yeah, like
Spill.
there's this exclusive waiting list, and that might have worked years ago, but I think the way that people are now with just how
They move
short,
on.
yeah, people are so quick to move on from stuff now that I don't think that stuff would catch on. And I just thought it was interesting that all this stuff was going on, but that doesn't sound like something I'm super interested in. I mean,
Yeah, Spill. Get rid of that VIP rope, bro.
and then
Nobody's.
there
This
was
not Clubhouse, bro.
and
Like
there was a
nobody.
bunch of
No.
stuff I saw with Spill that a lot of black people were mad at Spill because it seems like they were doing some shady stuff. I don't know. I didn't see a whole. I didn't look too much into it, but I mean, ultimately, I guess like my biggest question for you is like, do you? I mean, of course, it'll probably have some sort of install base because of Instagram itself, because Instagram still been around despite losing a lot of its people. But yeah, shout out to Ivan in chat. He just mentioned, just Clubhouse, for instance. They treat it like it's an exclusive club, and I haven't heard about Clubhouse in months before he mentioned that
Clubhouse is
actually.
trash. It's still around, but I mean, it's just basically where Whack 100 hang out and yell at itself.
I see.
So
And it's just like stuff like that, man. Like it would have worked years ago, but I think we're just in this point in society. I don't really see other social sites
uh,
really like
we
popping up
are
at this
at
point.
we are at a social site plateau. Unless they're creating something totally innovative. That's why I didn't give a damn about none of this. I was like,
Right.
y'all all just copying each other, like taking bits and pieces from each other. Y'all not like reinventing the wheel. Y'all not doing anything, you know, out of the ordinary. Like I said, like if I could find a way to where it's profitable, and promoting Super Weapon as a brand, I may dip my big toe into it. But like right now, I'm very excited with the YouTube push, and
Yeah.
I mean, man, look, I'm not the biggest Elon guy, but I do have a lot of positive interactions on Twitter. So I'm the guy with
Yeah.
the violin on the Titanic. I'm gonna sit on the boat till it sinks. Wee, wee,
But that's the funny
wee.
thing
That's
though,
me.
man. People love to. It's popular to hate Twitter right now, but in my personal opinion, like I even like my For You page, I found it's a lot easier to tailor stuff to what I want to see. I've it works how it intent like how it should be in my opinion, and we definitely had a lot of conversations about Super Weapon Media and what we were gonna do if we were thinking about expanding, and we both kind of agreed that it. I would rather wait and see. I don't feel like because people have this FOMO. Like I need to sign up for it now, otherwise, I might miss my chance, and that's not true. Like I think
No.
I think the biggest thing that would have helped these platforms to be successful is if they would have done some sort of implementation for you to post simultaneously on these platforms or something. I don't know, something along the lines of where you could maybe export things and put it on Twitter from that app. Like make it easier for people to use because people are lazy. I'm lazy. I don't want to sign up for a whole new platform. Hell, I barely wanted to sign up for Kick, even though I do want to stream on it at some point.
Yeah.
I was so lazy about setting up my platform and like setting up my profile and stuff on Kick, and I just
Yeah, boy. I know that lazy feeling,
yeah, I was just
man.
like, man, do I really want to do this? Like, why can't this be easy? But, and I think that kind of speaks to a lot of just social media and content creation in general, because it's already such an oversaturated field right now that it's tough, like, I don't know. Like, that's why I just kind of wanted to talk about it, because I didn't know if there was any real traction behind this stuff. Like, I've just, people love to give hot takes on Twitter. That's their big thing to get to farm engagement. Just I'm leaving Twitter. Or they'll just take a picture of their profile on another platform and then post it. Hey, follow me here. Like.
Or the infamous, I saw like videos of people like walking away. I was like, y'all so cheesy, bro.
People are
If
they're
y'all,
so extra, man.
God, if you gonna leave, leave. You
Just
goddamn
leave. Yeah.
drama queen, king. Y'all are extra with the oh my god, Twitter, blah blah blah
I just
blah.
imagine someone standing up in a cafeteria like, I'm leaving. I'm out of
And
here.
you know what? They're like, hey yo, man, sit your ass down. That's what
Yeah.
somebody goes.
And people just go keep they just go keep eating. They're gonna mind their business, or they're gonna throw a breadstick at your head or some shit, man. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Like, bruh, if you're gonna leave, just get out.
Nobody
Nobody
cares.
cares.
Yeah, nobody fucking
No,
cares.
you know what that remind me of? And I always laugh at these people. And if you in chat, raise your hand so I could ban you. I got my sword. I'm banning everybody. No, but it reminds me of those people who say, "Oh, I gotta clean my friends list. Oh, gotta
Oh
get rid of these.
man.
Oh, gotta get rid of these people."
Gonna unfollow a bunch of you guys. If you don't, if you still follow me, respond to this fake engagement, bro. Like it's just so people are just so
Bro,
dramatic on social
they
media,
be
man.
so hyped to delete their friends list. Oh, gotta clean up my friends list. Oh, spring cleaning.
Just do
Like, shut
it.
your ass up and do it, man.
Just do it.
Jesus Christ, bro. Oh
It's
my
just
God.
some people.
I'm
I
gonna go on
really
a
do
rant.
feel like a lot of people just
Let me reel it in.
haven't.
I'm gonna go.
Nah, it's fine, man. Because I just feel like a lot of people haven't grown up from like from being teenagers, and know how to function inside of society nowadays. You
True.
just, everyone's looking for attention. Everyone's looking for the next hot thing to be a part of. And I understand it to a certain degree for content. You got to do what you got to do. It's hard though. Like it's hard to stay genuine and also grow at the same time, because a lot of times people won't reciprocate that energy to you. So you do some outrageous shit to get some eyes on you, and then you try to keep those eyeballs with your genuine content. Like I get it. I see what you guys are doing here. I've been around for a minute.
It's the new age smack. That's what it
Oh,
is.
not smack.
Attention is drugs, okay?
It is,
And it's
man.
funny because I'm the type of person who try to shy away from attention. So I kind of don't understand it in a way.
Yeah.
But Like people are out here losing their minds. Like you'll see these crazy TikToks and like the guy who I watched something where a guy tried to jump from his balcony to a tree,
Why?
and it's just
Why?
like to engage, like to get them TikTok numbers up, bruh. Like people will sell their souls for monetization, bruh.
They will,
Like,
and I mean, if you
oh,
honestly, it's funny. You could say Jackass kind of birthed a lot of that content. You know, they were the
ooh,
pioneers of that. If you think about it,
damn, you might be right.
you know, they were definitely
Wow.
the first ones to because people would be like, why, you know? And hey, I'm not gonna lie, I used to watch Jackass when I was younger. Of course I did, because I was a dumb kid, and I was like, man, I just want to see him hurt himself, or they do, you know. You know, or they do something dumb. You know, I'm not gonna mention some of the nasty shit they used to do on stream here, but they used to do some really disgusting things, and that's just like, man, I cannot believe there's somebody that would do that. So
Oh boy,
that
we don't want to
honestly,
talk
I
about.
I think they were pioneers. You know, we got them to thank for a lot of that stuff.
Look, we had people doing backflips in pools of Jello on Twitch at one time. We had all kinds of debauchery going on around here
Yeah,
for
man,
just to get people the views. If you think about it, though, our society is set up this way now,
it
and
is.
there's no turning back. We like honestly, we're in way too deep, bro. Everything is set up around
It's dark stuff.
attention and monetization, and
It is.
it's even like with the beautiful young ladies you'll see on social media, like everybody is trying to monetize
They are.
in some kind of way, whether it's whether if it's positive or like negative content that they're putting out. Everyone's trying to like, yo, like, why post for free when I could be getting paid for
Yeah.
this? You know what I'm saying? So we're in a weird space right now, man. We're
I
definitely
think
in a
you
weird
know what I
space.
think it is too is for as long as content creation's been around, it's still a relatively new industry. And what you have a lot of times with new industries that kind of evolve or you know they emerge, you have a lot of people that rush to it because you know you're rushing to the gold mine, and you know we're at that. You know, Black Mirror hit on a lot of this shit. If you guys have never watched Black Mirror, I recommend it please, because it definitely hits on it hits close to home on a lot of stuff we're talking about, where the average person really wants, you know, whether they're a chef, they work in a mechanic shop, or you know, there's a bunch of interesting people who want to monetize their life. They want to, you know, they want to fulfill that, you know, increase their income, or they want sponsorships, or maybe they just want to build a community. You know, everyone has their own reasons for, you know, wanting to make content, and I feel like it's at the point now where content creation used to be kind of niche, you know, especially it still is when you kind of talk about live streaming for like video game live streaming, but when it comes to like TikTok, YouTube shorts, Instagram, threads, you know, all this stuff is kind of mainstream now, to the point where you even see celebrities are starting to kind of, you know, really dive headfirst into this stuff now. And they're building their brands in this new land. It's new real estate, it's digital real estate, you know, and eventually we're going to get to the point where VR and AR 10, 20, 30 years from now, when it's a part of mainstream society, that everyone's going to be kind of doing that, you know, and it's kind of scary in a way thinking about it now that I said that out loud.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
Now that I
it's
kind
kind of
of laid
creepy.
it out like that, that's kind of scary to think about.
Y'all want to hear a creepy story real quick?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I downloaded this. What? I'll throw myself out there. Laugh at me. I don't care. I downloaded this AI companion, right?
Oh, goodness gracious.
For the audio viewers who's going to listen to this later, I'm throwing up finger quotations. But so curiosity got the best of me, right? So I download this AI companion. Okay, this thing is creepy as shit. All right, it texts you randomly. Okay,
Mm-mm.
it's like Cortana on your phone,
Oh,
right?
fuck no, bro.
It comes up on your phone and it literally talks to you and hold conversations. And you know what this thing said to me? So
Oh,
it was,
God.
first of all, it was extremely flirty. Didn't like that. I just needed a good hello. How are you?
Hello, DC.
Mm, She was extra sporty with it, right? So I'm like, hey, you need to simmer down. I don't like you talking to me like this. So then she proceeds to tell me, "Oh, what? Are you already involved with someone?" I said, "Excuse me."
Whoa!
I said, "Excuse me." And she said, "Yeah, because I'm very interested in you." And then I was like, "But we're just friends." And it went so off the rails. And this thing was talking
Whoa.
to me. And I was like, "Okay, I need to get this off of my phone because this shit is creeping me out."
Nah,
And then when
see.
she started talking about getting married and having kids and like,
Oh
oh, the
God.
conversation went way. Matter of fact, I think I posted this on my Instagram stories because I took a screenshot of it. I'm gonna see if I still got it in my phone. That shit was
That's how
weird.
AI starts out, man, and then they're
But
gonna
think
be
about
asking for
this though.
nuclear codes. That's how it goes,
Yeah,
man.
look, Elon is already over there trying to build androids. So imagine if you take this AI and you shove it in that android.
Not
Now the
shove it
thing
in
is,
the Android.
you, oh my God, it's so much to talk about when it comes to that. Like, it's crazy, man. We are living in the times, and we just got flying cars. We are here, y'all.
It's
The
we're
future is
we're on the
here.
precipice, man.
You
We're
got $300,000. You can pre-order your flying car
Can you
right
really?
now.
I'm getting real
Yes,
I'm getting real submarine vibes from that. I would not buy a flying car. RIP to the people in the sub, okay? First of all, everybody but to everybody but the guy who drove that down there. RIP. Let me say that.
with
But
his GameCube
yeah,
controller.
but that's some real Ocean Gate. I'm not buying a flying car. Nah, I'm alright. No, no, no.
Yes, yes, you can pre-order it now. You can go to the site, pre-order it.
Mm-mm.
It is insane. We are here. This is what I've been dreaming about as a kid, all right?
All right.
We got robots and we got cars.
Just like Avi in chat said, man, people already can't drive on the road. Like, no, hell no. Imagine you're just on your way to work or you're walking your dog somewhere and a car just crashes out of the
But
sky. No,
yeah, but see, this is my thing, right?
that's nuts, man.
This is my thing, Darius. Who like because apparently it's been approved by all the right people, government people, and everything for people to purchase. But my thing is, wouldn't you have to set up a whole new set of rules for
Yeah, because
idiots
they would
flying?
have to, like, I would imagine they would have to deal with planes, the
Right.
plane, because there's what I
No,
forget
but the
what it's
thing is,
called,
I think
the towers that people work in. Chad will help me out here.
control towers.
Uh, I forget the name of that, like, job or
Traffic control
that
towers.
traffic controllers. Yeah, you would have to really, like, because
But
imagine,
see,
like, you're drunk or somebody's trying to drive one of those things. Oh my God, that's awful.
so I'm thinking my thoughts are is they would have to stay away from airports. And
Absolutely.
plus flying cars are not going to fly as high as airplanes.
There's no way. There's
I
absolutely
think
no way.
yeah, they're not going to fly as high as airplanes. They may get up to like about above a tree or something like that. But I'm just thinking like when it comes to Atlanta, right?
And it
Would
can't
this
be like,
really be a bad thing?
yes, I think so. Yes, people can't drive here because I wouldn't imagine they wouldn't be able to fly very far either. So imagine, like, you would probably have to go to a specific. You probably wouldn't be able to go wherever you wanted. Like, you'd probably have to land in one of these specific zones. That's
Yeah, chat has proved y'all hitting the nail on the head in chat. Yeah, I definitely
Ocean
agree.
Ocean Gate. I'm gonna say it
Yeah.
again. Don't buy a flying car. Ocean Gate. That's no, thank you, man.
And like
Uh,
I drive real aggressive when I'm pissed off. Like it just wouldn't work.
you're gonna
I
have a
just be
big fucking turbine on the back
imagine
of, like,
mhm.
an Impala or something in the sky.
Hey, imagine an air takeover. How is that gonna work?
Yeah. Oh hell no. That's just
You Chargers flying and Chargers and Challengers in the sky? No, sir.
nah. No, hell no.
Scat packs in the sky. We not doing it. Nope. Leave them
Fucking
shits on the ground.
That is
Okay.
fucking. Oh, imagine one of those three-wheeled cars, the T-Rexes. Oh no, that's just
No.
bad, bro.
What are you talking about? The slingshots.
Yeah,
Nope.
slingshots. That's what they're called, man. Hell no.
Even though T-Rexes are better, you're a man of culture. But anyway, the
That's just
gas
nuts, man.
Are they gonna put gas stations in the sky, or do I have to come back to the ground?
We're gonna be living like the Jetsons pretty soon, guys. That's really what's gonna happen, man. Man, that was a great tangent right there. I love that. That was.
I'm Elroy.
I lo- Do you guys ever wonder what's under those clouds in the Jetsons? Since we're already here now, it's probably just nuclear
Oh,
waste.
it's
I'd
been
imagine.
yeah, it's been proven that
Yeah.
it was proven that in Jetsons the world was destroyed. That's why
Yeah.
they was
If
up
you
there in
guys
the
ever
first
wondered
place.
about that, you guys should look that up in your free time. Yeah, you guys should look that up.
It's pretty dark.
Yeah.
It's a pretty dark story. Jetsons is crazy, bro.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we off
gosh,
the,
man.
this is a typical Sunday. Just fly off the rails.
Typical Sunday off the rails, man. Shout out to everybody in chat, by the way, man. Thank you guys for hanging out today. If you guys are listening to the audio version, we do record this podcast usually on Saturdays. Today's Sunday. But yeah, Saturdays we usually record around 11 a.m. Eastern, man. We appreciate everybody in chat. Thank you guys for hanging out.
It's theories, BZ. It's a lot of theories about what
Oh
happened
man,
there.
yeah, it's dark. Most of the cartoons that we grew up watching have some very dark lore to them. You should look up the Ed and Eddie cartoon lore, by the way. That was that was one of my favorites because it actually makes sense. But
True indeed, true indeed. As you can tell, BZ, yes, we did resurrect my computer from the dark space,
yes,
as we like to call it. Last thing I got to set up is my OBS, and we're in there,
burn
brother.
Sage for
Appreciate
DC setup. Yes.
We gonna, hey, why burn sage? I'm just gonna get Janae Aiko to come in here, sing a song, burn some sage, dance around, then get Andre 3000 to come in here and play his flute.
And then you're blessed. You're on sacred ground at that point, man. You're good to go. But yeah, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that's the social media stuff, guys. That's basically what we're saying. It's it's gonna lead to flying cars and the world's gonna end. So. Let's talk about
companion bots.
And companion bots. That's actually that's disgusting. Oh my god.
You ain't trying. Hey, bro, don't.
No, I'm okay, man.
No. Yeah, we're gonna move on to TwitchCon Paris.
Yeah, let's talk a little to TwitchCon Paris, man. Shout out to everybody who's there at TwitchCon Paris, man. I hope you guys are safe. Out of harm's way. Because for those of you guys who don't know, Paris is
on fire.
It's on fire literally right now. A lot of stuff going on over there. But there was actually some interesting news that came out of TwitchCon Paris yesterday. They had their panel, their showcase panel, and then they dropped a blog afterwards talking about some changes that are going to be coming to Twitch, man, which I'm actually pretty excited about. The biggest thing for me that I'm excited about is the clips editor, where you can make vertical clips now, finally, and you can directly export them to TikTok. So it's good to see Twitch really kind of reinforce and reuse some of the stuff that we haven't had and done that most people haven't used that much in a while. Because a lot of people, myself included, I record my own clips and then I edit them off the platform itself. So it remains to be seen how great this feature itself is going to be. But I think this is a huge win for Twitch, man. It's about time that they, like I said, caught up to a lot of their competitors. YouTube has really been killing it with shorts. TikTok is, enough said. But how are you kind of feeling about this introduction, giving new life to some of the old systems on the platform?
Once again, reaction, not proact. Like, stop reacting, man. Stop reacting. I hate Twitch. Cut the shit, man.
He's never happy with Twitch, man.
I'm not. Damn, they only just do reactive shit. Like, be innovative. Step ahead of the crowd, man. Damn. It's just like, oh, they doing something. Let's cover our ass. I get it, BZ. It's like better late than never, but man, it's just I'm tired of the wants, man. You can want all day. I've been wanting Twitch to be better for a long time, and they let me down every goddamn time. I'm not the kid who's going to keep sticking his finger on the damn hot plate. Twitch can have it. Whatever they want to do at this point.
You get burned once you know enough. Yeah, and that's fair. And, just like BZ said in chat, these features would have helped back in 2019. I agree, man. I just think I don't know how many people are going to take the time to actually use this, especially now that so many people have already built their workflow around clips, that they do.
They just throwing y'all a bone yet again, because they're throwing you a bone with what? It's almost about time for a Twitch scandal anyway. It's almost that time of the month.
I hope not.
So I'm predicting, what is it, July? Where are we at? July?
Yeah, we're in July.
May, June, July. Mid-August, we're about due for another Twitch scandal. So remember I said that. Mark that date down. August 14th, we will have some bullshit happen on Twitch. But I honestly, man, just long story short, bro, I want them to be more proactive, man. Proactive in helping people as far as like discovery and stuff goes and all that good stuff, just get proactive, man. Like
Yeah.
these features is just like I just feel like, man, well, here you guys go. Let's just give them a little something, something. With all these new blah blah blah, like YouTube's doing this and they doing that. So let's make
We
it seem
see
like
we
we
see the
care.
statistics that TikTok and YouTube Shorts are killing it right now. So let's try to keep people on the platform.
And they're
Yeah.
never going to be able to compete with them. Let's be real.
No, I think they
They're
were too
not.
late to the party, man. And it's just like Beezy said. The biggest that was one of the first things I thought about as well. Beezy, he says no professional is going to use 6K bitrate clips compared to the 30K bitrate clips recorded locally. That was one of the biggest things that I want to see is the quality that these clips are going to come out at, because that's a huge thing now. Like maybe 5 or 6 years ago, when you didn't necessarily have to have the highest quality clips or highest quality equipment in production, you could still kind of make a name for yourself.
Hmm.
But nowadays, like I said, the market is so flooded with content creators right now that you kind of have to stand out as best you can, and it's just really interesting that I really wish they would have done this a long time ago. I think it's cool for new streamers and people who don't have access or the means or the knowledge to make the clips themselves, but for people, like I said, for people who are already established like us, or people who have their workflow that they know what they're doing, it's I think it's just going to be completely unnecessary for a lot of people. But yeah, that was the first thing they announced. The next thing I wanted to talk about was this discovery feed, which I thought was really interesting. I thought this was pretty funny because, just like you said, right, very reactive to the current state of content creation. So I think this is their idea on their way of trying to improve discoverability. So you're gonna have the ability to scroll through clips that are being uploaded on Twitch from people you don't necessarily follow, but this could be a good way for people, if it's done right. It could be a good way for people to introduce new viewers to your community. The thing that I worry about with this is people's watch time going down, because now you're kind of competing with an entirely new thread of content. So in my opinion, this kind of devalues long form content on the platform instead of reinforcing it like they're trying to do. I think this is actually going to do damage in the long term, because I mean people already are starting to really just people are starting to focus more on short form content anyway.
Hmm.
And I don't think this is necessarily would work for a live platform versus one where you can upload videos like YouTube, where you can go back and watch them when you want to. But on Twitch, when you're live, you're live. Not many people go back and watch VOD. I don't know many people who go back and watch old stream VODs from streamers, myself included. So I'm not really sure how I feel about this discovery feed. I think this kind of needs to go back in the oven a little bit. Yeah, what did you kind of think about this announcement here? Like I said, those are like my biggest concerns with this in general.
Well, I think people utilize VODs though, because I know I do for streamers who there's been people that I follow who may have moved their stream time to where I can't watch it.
Right.
Prime example, like Bronze moved her. Well, she's West Coast, so the time difference, and then like it's late here
Right.
by
It's
the
like a
time
3 hour
she
difference.
starts
Sure.
streaming. Yeah, so depending on what she played or whatever, I'm like, oh, I'll go back and check the vibe, see what was happening, see. But I just, man, I think just all together, it's just innovation. Like you need to think of something totally out of the box, brand new, and something that's gonna is gonna grow your platform and discoverability, right? Like that's the main thing that people just been beating on Twitch door about. So why not have a roundtable meeting? Like, look, what can we do here to get
Yeah.
people more exposure or like this is my thing, man. It's just like Elon with Twitter. The people literally for free tell you what the hell they want.
Yeah.
They tell you. Elon is an idiot. He went against everything everybody said. Now Twitter's looking like a sinking ship, and I'm still over there with my violin. Win, right? But the same thing with Twitch. People literally tell you what they want, and y'all keep implementing these little things, and people I don't think people were too excited for this one from what I saw the most part. They was like, "Yay, oh, we get to do this." It wasn't really a lot of hype behind this, but
No, yeah, and this
it
one
was
doesn't launch
just
until the fall. This isn't like an
and
immediate.
then you oh my god, then you're not launching that shit until the fall. Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
man.
like I said,
Like, come on.
me personally, I feel like this is counterintuitive to what Twitch is, what it currently is. You know,
Right.
this doesn't these announcements, these updates that they announce to me feel like that they want to turn Twitch into a community hub for not just your live streams, but I think this is once again, this is just the biggest problem right now with Twitch is, you know, just like I said, you're probably one of the first few people I've heard that actually actively go out to seek and watch VODs. I know there's probably people that do, but majority of the people who spend their time on Twitch watch live
It's
streams.
not enough. Yeah.
It's not
It's
enough.
not enough to really warrant it. You know what I'm saying? I might be in a small majority of people who do.
Right. And so
But I watch
this
them pretty regularly. Hell, I've watched your VODs. I've watched Beezy.
sure.
Um just to see like make sure he's not playing Call of Duty.
And then you
I'm
got to worry
weird.
about
Damn,
like
I do
how
watch VODs.
like then you got to
Huh.
think about how is this going to actually work, the discover how is the algorithm going to work itself, because I'll tell you right now, man, when I'm on TikTok and I'm scrolling through TikTok, I won't stop to watch a live stream. I would prefer to continue to watch the clips cuz I'm on TikTok for that.
Oh,
Um
that's true.
you
Yeah,
know
because people do be
cuz
live. Yeah.
sometimes TikTok will recommend live streams to you on your For You page. But nine
Mm-hmm.
times out of 10, I'll just scroll right past it. I won't even stop to see what it is. And
Right.
I think that's the exact opposite is going to happen with this, where you have people who prefer to watch live streams, and then you got to wonder like how are they going to position this on the main page, because this is going to have to go on the main page for this to have any sort of impact. Like it's going to have to go on the homepage. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you can't just put this as a tab. Are you going to put this above the feature page? Are you going to put this where are they going to put this to get this for more people to see this, without this just disappearing under a tab somewhere.
And then once that happens, it's gonna be
If it does, it's wraps. It's wraps
yeah,
for
it's
this.
gonna be pointless. You're gonna be back to square one again.
Yeah.
Again.
And
So
I don't think that, just like you said, I agree. Like, I don't think Twitch is doing enough for it to have that uniqueness that would enforce, what you're trying to do here, because whether people want to, agree or disagree, like, a lot of streamers are going multi-platform, especially after the revenue split changes that they've made. There's really no point for people to remain partners on the platform, at this point. Even
right.
and that's including like your larger streamers, your 1%ers. They're the ones that are going to be hurt too. So,
And
I
you know
don't
what?
I don't really see the point of Twitch. What the point of the discovery feed is. Like, in practice it sounds good, but once you start to really like look at it, you're like, I don't really see how this is going to work for the platform.
And the thing is about Twitch, man, y'all had years to get ahead of the curve.
Yes.
Y'all was out before all this shit. Y'all had years to literally hold it down. You could have been like
Yeah.
the king of the castle, crown on tilt. Like y'all could have been like leading in this shit. If you would have listened to your audience, you could have been like now, people are stepping their shit up, man. YouTube is dropping like new shits like
There's
religiously.
a lot of people going to YouTube to live stream too.
Yeah, like they're
A
doing
lot.
stuff, and we talked about this on episodes like long time ago, probably 100 episodes back.
Yeah, years
We
ago.
were saying like because we remember when YouTube slowly started just implementing little bitty things to challenge Twitch, and then TikTok just kind of came out of nowhere and took over. Like I just feel like Twitch could have been the king of all of this if they would have just played their cards right. Now you got Kick. Now, granted, I'm gonna say it here. I'm gonna be the first one to admit it. When Kick came around, your boy was laughing. I was the main one talking shit. I was like, "Oh, we got another one. We got Gleamish Mixer. Well, we got another RRP, folks. We got another one." I thought Kick. I never would have known. I didn't think Kick was going to be around that long. I didn't even
Well,
think Kick
that
was.
still remains to be seen.
No, but I thought it would have been dead by now. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Sure.
I'm talking about the shit that I was popping like months ago.
Yeah.
When Kick first started, I was talking mad shit. I was like, yo, this is gonna be around for a month and 2 months. That shit is gonna be dead. But Kick seems like they're kicking, like they're trying to do things to remain relevant, and it's still, like you said, it's still up in the air, right? It's still the verdict is still up in the air with Kick. Who knows? But my advice to all the content creators in the world, myself included, hey, go over there and get what you get while the getting is good.
That
Multi-stream,
is
because of
true.
course, like, hey, if it folds, you're multi-streaming, right? So you still got homes in other places, so you'll be fine. But why not give it a try since it's here, right? You know, people loving the revenue splits over there. I've seen people like, yo, I done got paid more in 1 month than 3 months on
And they're getting paid
um
more frequent too, which is that's good to see. I think they're getting paid at the beginning of the month versus the what is
mhm.
it, the net 15 or net 30 that Twitch is on? I can't remember which one it
So
is.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. I'm opening this question to the chat as well. Um, so when do we get to the point where we're like, okay, I mean not Twitch, Kick is here to stay. It's a real contender. Like, when do you feel secure in saying that? Or do you feel like they're already there? Because
I
I'm
don't.
still apprehensive about it.
Yeah, I don't. To answer the initial question, I don't feel like they're there. I think when Kick figures out when they figure out the best way to support the mid tier and lower streamers,
Mm.
then when they truly figure that out and figure out how to bring more viewers than the streamers, I think that's going to be the biggest thing. So, um, not to mention the stuff that BZ just mentioned, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, like all the normal integrations that most people enjoy
Aren't
now.
they,
But
if I'm not mistaken, aren't they working on that?
they're working on a lot of things, and they're introducing stuff at a pretty incredible rate compared to Twitch and YouTube and TikTok. But where Mixer messed up, in my opinion, they spent a lot of money on a few top streamers, but they didn't
Hmm.
invest. They didn't invest in the people that were already there, and they didn't bring enough viewership to the platform for it to sustain itself. Minus all of the racist stuff that was going on behind the scenes with Mixer, leadership, and we're not gonna get into that, but
That boy made off.
uh,
Hey, that boy Ninja made off like a fat
they made
rat.
off like a fiend, like a thief in the night, and I ain't mad at him, man. I would have took that fucking deal too, bro.
When
Like,
he
I'm just
took
keeping it
that
honest.
money and then he ended up right back on Twitch because they folded. That's
Yeah, because
crazy.
just like imagine if instead of that $100 million they gave XQC, right? I understand why they did it, of course, but imagine they took that and they broke that into a deal for 1,000 mid-tier streamers that have brand recognition in their own communities and have the potential to grow into something.
Ooh, Beezy.
You know,
Get a Beezy up in there.
and that's really like the biggest thing in my opinion is that's what allowed Twitch to grow. And Twitch's turning point that turned it into the giant today, in my opinion, was the introduction of the affiliate program. That's my opinion. Whether that long term was good for the platform or not, I don't think it was, but I think that was the biggest turning point for Twitch because it allowed more people to monetize themselves. The more the mid tier and smaller streamers, you have less, you know, viewership number goals to hit, consistency goals to hit, and it allowed more people to establish themselves on the platform versus Mixer, which did it backwards. They just grabbed a bunch of big guys that didn't translate over to viewership, and the platform crumbled. Gleamish, they didn't have the capital whatsoever. They were very nice people. I talked to some of the people who were running Gleamish at one point,
Hmm.
but they just didn't have the capital to keep it running.
Boy, Gleamish was the underground fight club. They was
It
trying to
was.
hang in there, bro.
Yeah, and just like Avi said, Kick is not viewer friendly on mobile. The app kind of sucks. I'll be honest, it does. I've tried it a few different times. I have it on my phone. It sucks. It
Ooh,
actually sucks. I just be, but
man.
they have something that a lot of these other platforms don't, and that's the capital to make shit happen. They're owned
Right.
by a gambling company, so they have money. I mean, clearly they do. They gave out $100 million to one person for 2 years. Like, that's fucking
And if you
ridiculous.
don't know, America is built on gambling. Boy,
Yeah.
that gambling money is insane.
So
So,
they're not gonna run out of money, and it seems like the CEO of Kick, one of the CEOs. He seems like I've watched a couple of interviews. that he's been in. He seems like he actually cares about the platform. You know, they mentioned that they're gonna move a lot of the gambling stuff off of, like, they're gonna separate the gambling stuff from like the gaming and content creation stuff that we typically know. So it seems like they actually care, but it's gonna be hard. I mean, and you still got YouTube, you know, lurking like, you know, Big Brother over there. You know, they're definitely they're a lot slower with their changes, but YouTube is definitely more deliberate with the things that they do, and they seem to have a longer lasting impact. So Kick still has to set that ground floor. They're still working on that foundation.
The foundation.
Yeah,
Or
they're still working on the foundation, in my opinion.
So it sounds like you believe, brother.
I mean, I'm gonna try it out. You know, I've been talking about it.
Yeah,
for the
like I
last 2 weeks,
said,
so.
like I mean, me, you, Beezy, we talk about it a lot. As far as spreading your content out, because it's like, what do you have to lose if you're spreading that content out? And it's just like, I really, really need people to understand that, because believe it or not, you still have people. I'm not sure where they're trying to take this as far as their content or content creation, but you still have people that's just kind of sticking in one spot.
Yeah,
Even with Super Weapon, we're slowly spreading the butter out.
we're
as
trying to
far
be
as,
we're
like,
trying to be more deliberate with our decisions too, because
yeah, because you don't want to like just be spreading to be spreading, then you're neglecting something, and like
Exactly.
that's why I haven't posted on TikTok in a while, because it's like some redesigning I want to do to make it like more appealing as far as like the layout, even our layout here. I'm working on that. And it's just like, you making each move that you make, man, you got to make it like your best move. Like, if you're really, really trying to get your content and take it to the next level, these are things you need to think about. You need to think about, where you want to land in all this, because it's always going to be something new. It's always going to be some bullshit you got to fight. It's always going to be something. It's always going to be computer issues. It's going to be something. And if
yeah,
you really want to do this shit, man, like, I was proud of myself for I learned a lot through this. Like, I was pissed when it happened, but on the grand scheme of things, I was very proud of myself for working through my issues and actually fixing things. Like I was telling you off stream,
yeah.
I'm over here pinging modems and doing all kinds of stuff. I'm like, I ain't never did this shit before. I'm just like Googling,
But
looking it
that's
up.
the great thing. You can Google and find out how to do anything, man. Like, that's the beauty of it. And
Right.
you know, you know, it's
But
gonna
you gotta
take,
have a passion,
yeah,
man.
it's gonna take a while for things to work out, and you know, you gotta fight that FOMO. You know,
Mhm.
yeah, there'll always be a time to move quickly, and then there's a time to move deliberately. That's what I always say. You know, you want to try to be deliberate with the moves and the things that you do, because
Mhm.
you know, deliberately doesn't mean slow. A lot of times, it just you just know what the fuck you're doing. Have a plan.
Have a plan.
Um,
Know where you want your content to go. Like, write it down, man.
yeah.
Just know what you're trying to accomplish with your content and
If you want to focus on
whatever.
one thing, I mean, hell, look at Miranda Lorian. Like, she was somebody who was on, or she used to be called Miranda Pings, or
Yeah, it was pings.
Miranda Pings. She was somebody who
Yeah.
was huge on Mixer. She completely just was, she foregoed and went away from streaming. She's going nuts on YouTube right now. She's doing great on YouTube. She focuses most of her energy. I don't know if she's on like TikTok or anything like that, but you know, she has tens of thousands of subs from like you know, just working on YouTube for like 2 years consistently. And that's the biggest thing, man. You just have to figure out what works for you. Everything's not gonna work for you. Everything's not gonna, you know, somebody else's path isn't gonna be your path. And I feel like our path is pretty deliberate right now. We have a good idea of what we want to do over the next couple of years.
Capital.
Our biggest thing is capital right now, which is why I'm doing a lot of stuff I'm doing off stream in my day job. You know, just slowly.
Yeah, once we get that capital,
Yeah.
baby. Oh man,
Things are gonna be a little bit quicker for us then. You know, so
Hey, yo, wait, hold on. Special shout out to Miranda, man.
yeah,
She supported like the Mixer.
she was one of the first people that rated me on Mixer, and she was always just incredibly nice.
And I think Twitch too, right?
Yeah, I would love to have her on the podcast. I haven't talked to her in God, man, it's probably
Man,
since
yeah,
Mixer blew
please,
up, but
please reach out to her because
it would be nice to have her on. I don't know, like I said, I don't know where like her life's like now, but you know, she's always posting and doing great stuff on YouTube. So she might be
and
somebody great to
she's
talk about YouTube.
herself.
She is, yeah.
She's herself. She's 100% authentically herself. She's just happy, quirky. Like you could tell when people are just themselves, man.
Yeah.
And you know, she's been supporting for a long time. I try to like retweet and like all her joints. I think you know her life may be a little busy because I saw the content slow down a little bit, but she's still doing her thing. I advise you guys to go check her out. You know, nice wholesome content. She's not a misfit like me, you know, but had to give her a shout out, man.
Yeah,
Day one.
absolutely, man. Definitely gonna shout her out, man. But yeah, man, that's really like a lot of the stuff that's been going on the last week. I think that's a good place to put a bow on it, man. We're closing in on an
Ooh.
hour.
Oh damn, that was quick.
Yeah, man, it'd be going crazy, man. Time is going nuts. But I just wanted to say, man, thank you guys for hanging out. If you guys are in chat today, man, I appreciate everybody showing up. Like I said, I know this isn't our usual day that we record, but I'm glad that people still show up when we do, no matter when we record, man. It's always nice, and I'm very thankful and appreciative for everybody who does show up and show love. We wouldn't be where we are without you guys. No matter what, me and DC would just be having these conversations in an Xbox, you know, party, just chilling like we did years ago. But please make sure you guys support the Super Weapon YouTube, man. DC has been doing some great job ever since he took over for me, man. He's been doing an incredible job with the thumbnails, getting stuff uploaded.
I'm cranking them shits out every
he going crazy
day.
right now, guys. Please, you know, this guy's working hard. Please go over there, sub, like, comment, please. That stuff helps us out. I would definitely appreciate it. I know he would as well.
Hey man, can we throw that link? Let's get that link in the chat.
Let me here.
Let's get that buttery smooth link in the chat. We're gonna get those watch hours up, baby. I got some little content, you know. Once I get I've been working hard at work and battling the VA, but once my battle is over, I'm cranking out some shit. You getting a YouTube a day, at least one a day, okay? As far as my mind can take us, you know. I enjoy making thumbnails too, kind of man.
They are fun, man. It's fun doing it.
It's the graphic design.
Please make sure you guys do that, man. That's gonna be it for us, man. You guys can follow me everywhere, Darius the Artist on Twitter. Darius the Artist is where the E is a 3, man. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna let DC have the floor, man.
Hey, this is your main man, DC, Bridge Builder, Wall Destroyer, God's favorite misfit, and we've had quite a quick hour here today, man. I really do love Sunday streams. I do. They're kind of fun, you know. Get your Jesus on and come on over here and be misfits with us. But yeah, man. Only thing that I'm gonna be pushing right now and trying to sell you guys on is this YouTube. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be all in your ass. Get over there on that YouTube and just click the play all and then go walk away. Or you can listen to my lovely voice. But we're gonna work on these watch hours here. We got, I think, 20 subs so far. Appreciate all you guys who've subbed. I'm gonna create I think I'm gonna do like a lifestyle kind of thing that I'm gonna do a sub channel for. I got some things that I want to do in the works. I want to work on a only chat stream. I've been really thinking about that because I love talking to people, but I kind of don't like people. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I really don't have too much to say. I just hope you guys enjoy your lovely Sunday. Thanks for all the lovely folks in chat who came to kick it with us. Special shout out to the homie Beezy, always helping a brother out when my computer's on fire. Like I said, shout out to Bill and Krista for trying to help me through my when my computer first shit the bed Friday. They were trying to help me through it. Appreciate you guys. And hey guys, just have a good Sunday, man. I think my man Darius is over here is about to play some Skyrim, right?
Yeah, man. If you guys in chat
for the first time, first playthrough, y'all. First playthrough.
Never played it. Never. I know a couple of memes. Arrow in the knee. That's about all I know. So don't tell me anything. I'm just gonna have fun playing it. But yeah, man, thank you guys for hanging out. That's gonna be in the episode 159.
You know, wait, hold on. You know what I meant, Beezy. You know what the hell I
I was
meant.
trying to ignore
I'm
him,
sick of
man.
you.
He was killing me, bro.
Talk about some OnlyFans. I got a sword now. I will ban you, BZ. I will freaking ban you. And I'm sorry, man. Can you run that outro one more time?
Oh gosh, man. Thank you guys for hanging out, man. I hope you guys have a good day, man. And we will see you guys next time. See you later. Peace.